Have you ever stopped to wonder if there's more to your reality than what meets the eye? Could it be that every decision you make, every thought you entertain, is creating a ripple effect that extends far beyond what you can imagine? What if these decisions and thoughts are not only shaping your current life, but also influencing a version of you that exists in a parallel reality? Imagine for a moment that somewhere, in a parallel universe, there is another version of you, one that is watching every choice you make, every path you choose to follow. This version of you, existing in a different timeline, might be trying to communicate with you, sending subtle signs and messages that could guide you on your journey. The idea of parallel realities may sound like the stuff of science fiction, but quantum physics suggests that the reality we perceive is just one of countless possibilities that exist simultaneously. In this video, we will explore how these parallel realities could be influencing your life and how you might begin to notice the signs and messages being sent from these alternate versions of yourself. You'll learn how to tap into these signs to gain insights that could lead to a more fulfilling and purposeful existence. This understanding could open up new perspectives on your choices and experiences, helping you to align more closely with your true potential. If you find these concepts intriguing and want to delve deeper into the mysteries of the universe and the profound power of your mind, then this video is for you. By watching, you'll uncover ways to connect with these alternate realities and discover how they can empower you to live a more conscious and enriched life. If this resonates with you, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue to create content that inspires and enlightens, bringing you closer to the truths that lie just beyond the veil of everyday experience. Connecting with parallel versions of yourself can be an incredibly powerful tool for personal development. It's akin to accessing the accumulated wisdom of a version of you that may have already faced and overcome the challenges you are dealing with today. Alternatively, you might learn from a version of yourself that has mastered living in complete harmony with the universe, embodying an elevated expression of your potential. Each of these versions of you has something unique to offer, a new perspective, a valuable lesson, or even a clear direction to follow. As you begin to energetically align with these versions, you do more than just transform your own reality. You awaken to a vast field of infinite possibilities. The realization that you are not confined to a single path or a predetermined destiny can be both liberating and empowering. Today, we will delve into how to recognize the signs that your parallel version might be sending you and how to communicate effectively with it. Embarking on this journey of discovery, where knowledge about parallel realities becomes a key to unlocking a more conscious, abundant life aligned with your true purpose, is both deep and transformative. Parallel realities are a concept that has intrigued both scientists and spiritual seekers alike. From a spiritual perspective, the universe is viewed as a complex web of infinite coexisting dimensions. Each dimension houses different versions of ourselves, living lives that are reflections of the infinite possibilities that our choices, thoughts, and energies can manifest. Spiritually, it is often believed that these multiple realities are created through universal consciousness. Every thought and intention you have generates a new branch in the universe, forming a new reality where a version of you experiences a different story. In some of these realities, you might be living the life you've always desired, while in others, you face challenges that are completely different from what you know now. These variations are all shaped by the vibrations and choices you emit at different moments of your existence. Now that we've explored the fascinating concept of parallel realities and how they might influence your life, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the idea that every choice you make could be creating a new reality? Leave a comment below with the word infinite if you resonate with the idea that the universe is a complex web of endless possibilities. Let's start a conversation about how we can tap into these parallel dimensions to shape a more conscious, abundant life aligned with our true purpose. I can't wait to see your thoughts and experiences. Quantum physics offers a complementary perspective on the nature of reality. It suggests that the universe operates within a field of infinite possibilities. The concept of quantum superposition indicates that subatomic particles, and by extension reality itself, can exist in multiple states simultaneously. This implies that, on a fundamental level, all possible realities already exist simultaneously. Our consciousness, through its decisions and energies, collapses these possibilities into a single experienced reality. Thus, the existence of multiple versions of ourselves in different realities is not just an esoteric theory. It is an idea that resonates in both the spiritual and scientific realms. Each version of ourselves represents a fragment of our infinite potential, living out realities that, although separated by thin frequency barriers, are deeply interconnected by the consciousness that creates them. These versions of us, living in distinct realities, are not isolated from one another. On the contrary, they may be constantly trying to communicate with us, sending signs and messages that can guide our path and influence our decisions. But how can we recognize these signs? How do we know if a version of ourselves in another reality is attempting to reach out to us? One of the most common ways this connection manifests is through the experience of déjà vu. Have you ever had the feeling that something at a particular moment seems strangely familiar, as if you've lived that experience before? This sensation, known as déjà vu, might be much more than just a trick of the mind. In many cases, déjà vu is an indication that you are tuned into a parallel version of yourself. It's as if, for a brief moment, the barriers between realities dissolve, allowing you to glimpse and experience something that another version of you has already lived. Beyond the familiar feeling of déjà vu, another way parallel versions of yourself might communicate is through synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that seem too well aligned to be merely accidental. When you repeatedly encounter certain numbers, symbols, or events, it can be an indication that something greater is at work. These synchronicities serve as reminders that parallel realities are connected in ways that we often do not consciously perceive. It's as if the version of you in another reality is guiding your steps, using these coincidences as a means of communication. For instance, imagine you are contemplating a significant life change, such as switching careers. Suddenly you start noticing the same symbol, perhaps a logo or a specific word, in various places, on advertisements, social media, even in casual conversations. This repetition could be a way for a version of you in a reality where this change has already occurred to try to point you in the right direction. It's a call to pay attention to the signs around you and consider what they might be trying to reveal. Dreams are another powerful medium through which communication between parallel versions of yourself can occur. Dreams are often considered portals to our subconscious, but they can also serve as windows into other realities. Particularly vivid dreams, those that feel exceptionally real and leave a lasting impression, can be manifestations of experiences lived by parallel versions of yourself. When you dream of a life that seems different yet strangely familiar, or encounter people you do not recognize in waking life, you may be accessing memories or experiences from another version of yourself. Lucid dreaming, where you become aware that you're dreaming and can even control the dream, is another powerful sign of connection with other realities. During these lucid dreams, you can consciously connect directly with other versions of yourself and explore these alternative lives. The key to understanding these dreams lies in paying close attention to the details, the places, the people, the emotions that arise. They may carry important messages, guiding your choices or alerting you to aspects of your life that need attention. For example, if you repeatedly dream of a situation where you're living in a way you desire but have not yet achieved, this could indicate that this reality already exists in another dimension and is within your reach. Interpreting these dreams requires introspection and often meditation upon waking to capture the essence of what was experienced. Another sign of communication from your parallel versions might manifest as moments when you feel out of place, as if the reality around you does not quite fit. This phenomenon, often described as a feeling of being out of time or place, can be a sign that you are momentarily tuned into a parallel version of yourself. This disconnection from the present can occur suddenly, as if for a moment you do not fully recognize your surroundings or have the impression that you should be somewhere else. These experiences can be disconcerting, but also indicate that realities are overlapping and your consciousness is adjusting to these different frequencies. For example, you might be in a familiar place but suddenly feel that something is out of place, as if you're experiencing a lapse between realities. This feeling can be a subtle message from a parallel version of you, suggesting that you reflect on where you are and where you could be if you followed a different path or made a different decision. Intuition is another clear sign of communication between parallel realities. We've all experienced moments of intuition, that inner voice that guides us towards something without an apparent logical reason. But what if these strong intuitions are actually forms of communication from a parallel version of you, trying to guide you onto the right path? These intuitions can arise as an irresistible feeling that something needs to be done, even if you do not fully understand why. It's as if a part of you, in another reality where the choice has already been made, is sending you a message to act in a certain way. In addition to these intuitive feelings, sudden changes in behavior, where you start acting differently without a clear explanation, can be signs that a parallel version of you has influenced your current reality. Perhaps you begin adopting new habits, developing new interests, or even making changes in your daily routine without fully understanding the origin of these changes. This can be a reflection of a deeper connection with a version of you that has already incorporated these behaviors and is now projecting this energy into your current life. Once you start recognizing these signs and understanding that there is communication between your parallel versions, the next natural step is to learn how to align your energy so that this connection becomes clearer and more powerful. Vibrational attunement is a practice that can be cultivated daily, allowing you to get closer to these alternative versions and integrate their lessons into your present life. Everything in the universe is energy, and this energy vibrates at different frequencies. Every thought, emotion, and action you take emits a specific vibration that resonates with certain realities. When we talk about parallel realities, we are referring to distinct vibrational states that coexist simultaneously. The version of you that lives a life of abundance and inner peace, for example, vibrates at a higher frequency that attracts these experiences. To align with this version, it's essential to understand that vibrational frequency is not fixed. It can be raised or lowered based on the quality of your thoughts, emotions, and actions. There are basic techniques to raise your vibration that can bring you closer to these alternative versions of yourself. These techniques include practices like gratitude, forgiveness, and compassion. When you cultivate these feelings, you raise your frequency, drawing closer to versions of yourself that already live in more harmonious states. For example, practicing daily gratitude is a powerful tool for tuning your energy to a reality where abundance is a natural part of your life. This simple but profound practice can transform the way you experience your current reality, bringing you closer to the version of you that is already living in a state of fullness. But raising your vibration is a continuous process, and consistency is key to maintaining this tuning with your parallel versions. Incorporating daily routines that sustain a high frequency is fundamental. These practices can include meditation, physical exercise, conscious eating, and even the conscious choice of words and thoughts throughout the day. Meditation, for example, not only calms the mind, but also cleanses negative frequencies that may be blocking the connection with your higher versions. Similarly, maintaining a diet rich in natural and nutritious foods contributes to physical and mental well-being, creating a cleaner and more receptive energy field. The intention behind these practices is equally important. It's not enough to follow a routine mechanically. You need to bring a conscious intention to align your energy with the version of you that you wish to manifest. Each habit you adopt should be seen as a step toward this desired reality, like a bridge connecting your present self with your maximum potential. In this process, meditation becomes an especially powerful tool because it allows you to enter altered states of consciousness where the barriers between different realities become thinner. If you want to manifest more peace and harmony in your life, during meditation, you can visualize yourself in a serene environment, feeling calm and at peace. Allow yourself to completely absorb this sensation as if you were already living this reality. Over time, this practice will align your vibration with this version of you, making this experience more present in your daily life. However, none of these practices will be fully effective without a deep level of perception and awareness. It's essential to consciously observe your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors to ensure they are in harmony with the frequency you wish to emit. Self-awareness allows you to identify negative patterns that may be keeping you stuck in an undesirable reality. That's why it's so important to practice self-observation to increase your self-awareness. Try to take a few minutes each day to reflect on how you're feeling and what thoughts are dominating your mind. Ask yourself if these thoughts and emotions are aligned with the version of you that you wish to manifest. If they are not, make conscious adjustments, replacing negative patterns with positive ones. From this attunement in your energy, you will begin to perceive signs and messages that seem to come from a deep and familiar place, but are, at the same time, mysterious. Interpreting these messages requires a combination of self-awareness, intuition, and practice. When we encounter signs from our parallel versions, the first reaction might be one of doubt or confusion. As discussed earlier, these signs can manifest in various forms: a recurring dream, a persistent feeling of déjà vu, synchronicities that defy logic, or even sudden intuitions. The key to interpreting these signs lies in the practice of conscious observation and trusting your intuition. Interpreting these perceived messages and signs begins with recognizing and validating these experiences. Don't ignore or quickly dismiss what may seem like a simple coincidence or a strange dream. Instead, write down these experiences, reflect on them, and observe the patterns that may arise over time. For example, if you keep dreaming about a particular place or person, it could be an indication that a version of you in another reality is trying to guide you to a similar experience in your current life. You can also use meditation as a tool to explore these signs in a deeper state of consciousness. During meditation, focus on the sign or message you received and allow your intuition to guide you toward its meaning. Intuition plays a crucial role in interpreting these signs. Often, the message may not make sense immediately, but your intuition can offer valuable insights into what it truly means. So, trust your inner voice and the feeling that accompanies these experiences. If something feels right or resonates deeply with you, it's likely you are on the right path to correctly interpret that message. After interpreting the signs received, the next step is to integrate the lessons learned into your daily life. This integration does not need to be immediate. It can occur gradually as you become more aware of the changes that need to be made. Applying these messages received from your parallel version means being open to new ways of acting, thinking, and feeling. If a parallel version of you is guiding you to take a specific path, consider how you can adapt that advice to your current reality. For example, if you feel a strong intuition to change careers, even if it may seem scary, this could be the push you need to align your life with your higher purpose. Another practical example might be the persistent feeling that you should explore a new hobby or skill. This feeling could be a message from a version of you that has already mastered this skill and is experiencing great joy and fulfillment through it. When you follow this guidance, you not only expand your capabilities but also connect more deeply with that parallel version of yourself. The importance of integrating these messages lies in how they can create a more authentic and aligned life. Every small adjustment you make, every decision made based on these insights, brings you closer to the ideal version of yourself that already exists in another reality. The process of aligning with your parallel versions and applying their messages in your daily life can be seen as a path of personal and spiritual growth. Each new understanding, each change in behavior, each decision made from these messages propels you toward a higher version of yourself. This alignment not only accelerates your growth but also expands your consciousness beyond the limits of what you previously believed possible. You begin to realize that your current reality is just one of many, and that you have the power to choose which one you wish to live in based on the frequencies you emit and the choices you make. With every step you take, new doors open, revealing more layers of your true essence. Aligning with your parallel versions not only guides you toward a fuller life, but also connects you more deeply with the unity of the universe, where all versions of you coexist in harmony. Through this integration, you are not just shaping your reality, you are evolving as a being, opening yourself to infinite possibilities for growth and fulfillment. Every message received, every sign interpreted, and every decision made becomes a catalyst for a life that truly reflects who you are in all your dimensions. In the grand tapestry of existence, we are not confined to a single thread of reality. The concept of parallel realities opens up a profound understanding that our lives are intricately connected to countless versions of ourselves, each living out different possibilities shaped by our thoughts, choices, and vibrations. By recognizing and aligning with these alternate versions, we can access a wellspring of wisdom, guiding us toward a life that is more conscious, fulfilled, and in harmony with our true essence. As we integrate the messages from these parallel selves, we unlock the door to infinite potential, realizing that our journey is not bound by a single path, but is a dynamic, ever-evolving exploration of who we truly are. Embrace this understanding, and you will find that you are not just a passenger in your life's journey, but a co-creator, with the power to shape your reality in ways that resonate with the deepest truths of your being. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the fascinating world of parallel realities. Your time and attention mean the world to me, and I truly appreciate your support. If you found this video insightful, or if it sparked new ideas within you, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Your engagement helps us continue creating content that inspires and enlightens. I'm excited to dive even deeper into these topics in future videos, so make sure to hit the notification bell to stay updated on what's next. Together, we'll continue exploring the mysteries of the universe and uncovering the profound potential within us all. Thank you once again, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.